the dugouts there on the near touchline.
I think there's been an incident in the crowd.
Yeah.
He's looking at the area of the ground where the two sets of fans are separated by a small sort of section of the seats are sort of cordoned off there, and it looks like there might be something going on between the two sets of supporters which the cameras are not showing.
Yeah, potentially. Or of course, we've had a few medical emergencies, haven't we, in the crowds over recent times. We saw it in the Everton-Boreham Wood game in the FA Cup earlier this week. But what it does do, it gives an opportunity for the two respective managers to get some messages on. Ralph Rangnick, we've just seen him very calm in one dugout, but Pep Guardiola, as you'd expect to see from Pep Guardiola, even if his side are winning, have taken control of this game over the last 10-15 minutes, he's still very animated. He's talking away with Aymeric Laporte, João Cancelo and Rodri at the moment, and it's definitely an animated discussion, as I say.
Yeah, so we're none the wiser as to what's going on in the crowd, but when we're seeing the shots of the players on the sideline, you look at the crowd behind them, they're all watching what's going on at one end of the pitch. So something is taking place there that we're not aware of. Yeah, it looks like we've got a delay. I mean, the players haven't been. This is good. The good news is the players haven't been taken off. If it was a medical emergency that might need a long break, then you think the referee would say, let's get off in the dressing room here. But he's keeping the players out there, so hopefully just a small break in play. Yeah,
it looks like it might be a medical emergency according to reports. But as I say, that game between Everton and Boreham Wood, the medical teams got over very quickly and they were able to sort that situation out within a couple of minutes. So hopefully the person or persons involved are okay. That's the most important thing, and perhaps they can get it sorted out swiftly as well. Certainly because, as you say, the players are still on the field, and there's no sign of either set of players going off at the moment. It may well be just a delay of a couple of minutes, and we can get going once again.
Yeah, you can see the crowd are actually starting to applaud now as well, as if they're applauding the medical services for their quick intervention. So I think that will hopefully be a signal that the game is going to get back underway shortly. So referee's got the ball under his arm. Michael Oliver, he was the one that brought play to a stop there moments ago. The stewards and the medical staff do appear to be stretchering somebody or taking somebody off down the side of the pitch. So while that is just completed, the referee signals to both goalkeepers that they're ready to restart, and he just drops the ball here to John Stones. I would say probably about 4 or 5 minutes maybe of additional time to add on there because of that one moment.
Yeah, again, they've reacted really quickly. If it is a medical emergency, as we believe it to be, then they've done it. They've sorted the situation out really quickly, and as I say, hopefully the persons involved are okay. But play back underway, it means, yeah, we probably won't have that much extra added on time compared to what we would have.
So it's Foden on the edge of the penalty area, trying to turn back into teammates, and he's been shoved away there by Maguire, but manages to get the ball back to John Stones. And City have it inside their own half. I just wonder if it's just interrupted the flow of the game. That might take a couple of minutes there for both teams to get back to the levels they were playing at before the interruption. What tactical information could Ralph Rangnick or Pep Guardiola get to their team during that break to change the game further? City have it with Rodri now, just outside the centre circle in his own half. Back to John Stones, the England centre-back, once of Everton. Plays it out towards De Bruyne, that's cut out by Fred. Now Sancho picks it up, the goal scorer for United, feeding Pogba, playing in the sort of false nine position. He works it back out wide left to Telles, who back heels it, now finds Fernandes in space. Now Telles on the overlap from Fred. Sancho's gone walkabout here, he's come short for a ball, but they've played it back to McTominay instead, and City have got everybody behind the ball quickly. They do file back when out of possession to stop teams playing through them, and they got back very quickly there. As United still have it on the right, this time with Elanga. Elanga now moving into a bit of space and chips the ball out towards Telles. Nice pick out there for the Brazilian left-back, who's looked up and found Sancho. Sancho threatens to cross, but then plays it square back to Fred. Now looking for a 1-2 with Bruno Fernandes. Gone back to Maguire. Finding Sancho again. This is United's best spell of possession since their goal, really, which must be now getting on for 15 minutes ago. Haven't really had much of the ball in the last phase of the game, but they're seeing a lot of possession now as they work it back right now to Wan-Bissaka. He's got Elanga making space for him with a run ahead. Still Wan-Bissaka has it with Grealish marking him. Goes back towards Pogba. Elanga now in a tight area, finds Pogba again. Fred's made a run into the box. He's gone back towards McTominay. It's a poor pass though from Pogba to McTominay, and De Bruyne seizes upon it and drives City forward. He's got Foden out towards the left, but he's gone right, and then he plays it back to the left, and Foden's in the penalty area, getting a shot away, but it's gone well wide of target.
Yeah, City springing their trap there on the counter-attack. It was brilliant once Pogba gave the ball away. De Bruyne driving forward and driving through the middle of the park. He's got only Phil Foden in support really on the left, but instead of just rolling it to his teammate, he dissects the pass through down the blind side of Victor Lindelof to allow Foden to run onto the ball and get a strike towards goal. It's not the cleanest hit in the end from Phil Foden. He drags it wide of the target, but that's what City wanted to do there. Press Manchester United, win the ball back and try and catch the visitors cold in their own defensive third.
Now, Pogba's gone down holding the back of his head after an aerial clash or collision with Cancelo from the restart. United have taken the free kick quickly and worked it back to Maguire. So 5 minutes plus stoppage time left on the first half clock, but how much stoppage time could be anything of 5 minutes upwards. Ball over the top here for Bruno Fernandes, who's made a good run into the channel, chests it down into the penalty area. Can he get a shot away? He's forced very wide here, but holds it up now for Elanga. He works it back to the edge of the box, and Pogba. Ball goes in towards Fred. Fred leaves it to Bruno Fernandes. Should be a chance here. Setting up Sancho. Blazes it wide. Great football from Manchester United, up to the point where Sancho lifted it wide.
It was brilliantly worked 3 or 4 times there in that move. I thought a United player had lost the ball, but they were able to keep hold of it. The only thing I'd say, when Bruno Fernandes initially gets the ball in a central area, he should be off to Jadon Sancho first time. He takes a touch, and that just makes the chance a little bit harder when it eventually comes to Sancho, and he snatches it and sends it high over the top of the crossbar. Not the same composure as we saw from him for his goal, but maybe if the pass had come initially first time for Fernandes, he would have had a better chance.
But Manchester United still showing that they are capable of cutting through this Manchester City defence when the moment arises. There's only been a few moments so far in this first half, but there's some promise there as long as it doesn't get out of hand at the other end. But City looking to do that now with the ball through towards Grealish. He's not got the pace to get there, although a bit of a mistake there, a bit of a mix-up between Wan-Bissaka and De Gea, but United get away with it, and eventually the ball's sent out of play for a throw.
Yeah, I think Wan-Bissaka does really well there to take control of the situation, because David De Gea is running out, and all he's doing really, the goalkeeper, is getting in the way. Wan-Bissaka had the yard on Grealish, he had the pace to hold. It could have got really messy there from a defensive point of view for United, but he does well, the fullback.
Yeah, Rodri's worked it wide to Mahrez, bit of space from him, finds De Bruyne in the box, but Sancho's got back well to prevent his progress. Goes back to Mahrez. City trying to get back to that dominance they had just before the interruption in play. Here's Laporte, works it wide to Cancelo on that City left-hand side, but he can't get past Elanga. It's gone out for a throw. Taken quickly. Elanga was out of position. Cancelo takes over again, but Elanga's just got enough on that one. It's gone behind for a corner.
Yeah, Elanga working hard there on the right-hand side, providing a little bit more protection than we've seen for Aaron Wan-Bissaka in this first half so far. But City are looking to turn the screw again, build up that momentum they had before we had that unplanned break in play a few minutes ago, and perhaps sensing they could try and get themselves a 2-goal advantage to take into the break.
Just the one player over there. No, there are 2 players over there for Man City. It's De Bruyne and Foden, so this could come in from either angle, left or right. It's gone in left-footed towards the near post from Foden and headed away by Manchester United, and Maguire flicked on by Sancho. It's going to drop on the edge of the box. Telles does well there with Foden falling down, and he plays it up towards Sancho. Can't gather it on the half-turn. It comes back to Rodri. And there's a frenetic pace to this game now as City again strive for that 3rd goal as they come forward with Mahrez and Walker on the overlap, but he's ignored there by the Algerian. It goes back to Rodri. Now Bernardo takes his time, plays it back to the Spaniard. Manchester United back in a sort of a 4-5-1 shape, really. Elanga's now in the sort of central role. Pogba's back in there helping out over on the left-hand side, and Sancho's moved across to the right. It's up towards Grealish, who plays it back now to Laporte. And the central defender plays it all the way back to Bernardo Silva, who's between the 2 centre-backs, and he now starts to move forward. Out to Walker, who's been urged forward there by De Bruyne, but he ignores the Belgian and goes backwards. Rodri finds Foden in the centre circle. He's been dispossessed there by Lindelof, but he was all over the back of the Englishman and gives away a free kick.
Yeah, Phil Foden, who's been the central figure, hasn't he? We've seen it from time to time this season in the City tactic, false 9. a decent enough job of holding the ball up as City now break down the right with Mahrez.
Yeah, Mahrez into a shooting position, shoots and it's saved by De Gea, who pushes it away. City on the follow-up though, bodies over on the far side, but Elanga's got some kind of foot in there to prevent the rebound from being forced back towards goal. Still, City look like they could create chances at will now with Grealish trying to play it forward. It's come off Wan-Bissaka's legs and gone for another Manchester City corner.
Yeah, first time we've really seen City attack down the right-hand side. Riyad Mahrez has had a quiet first half, but he goes in field there onto his left foot and kills a really, really good effort towards goal, similar to the Sancho effort at the other end that led to the United goal. But De Gea does really well to get down to his right-hand side, really low as well, to make the save.
There's a very high quality of chances being created by Manchester City. De Gea's made 3 quality stops so far and has also let 2 goals in. Ball from the corner is headed away by Maguire. United take a risk and chest it down from the edge of the box to Pogba, who does win a foul this time from John Stones' challenge, and United have a free kick, and now City have stopped the free kick being taken quickly, which United are upset about as well.
I don't think United should be too upset though, because it just gives them a chance to slow things down, winning that free kick. Only 3 minutes of stoppage time added on then at the end of this first half, so pretty much the delay was longer than that in itself, the medical emergency we had in the crowd behind the United goal, but just the 3 minutes, and we've had over 30 seconds of that so far.
As ball goes out for a throw-in on the far side, Cancelo was trying to just nip in there before Elanga, but Elanga used his body to ensure that his side would a throw-in. So what will Pep Guardiola come up with at half-time to keep his side in the ascendancy in this match? Can Ralph Rangnick wrestle the initiative back somehow? A great deal of options on the bench. Manchester United, as you mentioned earlier, no Cristiano Ronaldo, no Edison Cavani either, both out injured at the moment. Long ball forward, trying to pick out Sancho as a centre forward. It's headed away by Stones, and the rebound falls to Fred, who pokes it towards Elanga on that right side. Bit of space there for the young Swede, but he couldn't keep it in. And it's going to be a throw-in to Manchester City.
Yeah, frustration for Elanga there. He's at full stretch trying to get hold of that ball. He's been bright going forward though. United have threatened when they've broke forward, obviously with the Sancho goal, but I think the formation has worked to a degree in that attacking sense, but just defensively, every time City go through the gears, it's so difficult for the United players to live with their City counterparts, and we've seen the 2 goals from City and 4 or 5 other chances at least.
On the attack again with De Bruyne centrally, he tries to get past Maguire, who's falling over as he makes a desperate challenge on the edge of his box, but he does win the ball. And now United come forward in transition with Sancho to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes looks up, can he deliver the pass? Pogba made a great run down the middle of the pitch, but he instead plays it square to McTominay. United's got to be quicker when they spot the avenue of a pass, but they've got it out towards Elanga. Looking for a 1-2 with Wan-Bissaka, back to McTominay. He might put it in the box anyway, low to the near post, and it's scooped behind by Rodri for a Manchester United corner, their first of the game.
Yeah, well worked that by United down the right-hand side on a good delivery into the box from Scott McTominay. It needed cutting out by Rodri, who's turned it behind for the corner. First chance, as you say, for